One trade per day. Keep the bill collectors away. And as a side note, I have some good news for you oil traders out there. I can see it. I can see it in the code. Oil is heating up. The first two codes today. First one was the euro was good for 70 ticks. The first USA was good for 100 ticks. And we're coming up on the second USA, code 2. And I can just see it. It's heating up. And I guess it's probably heating up because of this this talk of stopping ISIS or whatever, right? It's heating up because of that, I think. Which, if that be the case, we haven't even gotten started yet. So, it's a possibility that this thing's gonna really heat up. Oh man, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I really hope it starts. It just might. It really just might, because this is a very deep issue. I don't want to cover it here, but this has the potential to really be a spark, a real spark. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. It's not funny at all, actually. I don't mean to be laughing about that, because it's really it's really a tragedy, okay? But the truth is that it's very possible that oil is going to really heat up because of this. And, there's nothing I can do about geopolitical events, unfortunately. All I can do is, if I happen to be in a position to be able to take advantage of it, then, I'm going to do it, because I don't know, I guess it's the prudent thing to do, I guess. I don't know really what else to do. But yeah, I see this as being, well, let me see here. What do we got going on here? This is very interesting. It looks like it might drop out. Ooh, we could get a big drop. Look at the daily, the thing almost at the bottom of the daily here. And we're at the bottom of the 10-minute. We could get a big drop if this goes down. I definitely want to go for more than 20 ticks if this goes down. I'll put it at like 50 ticks. And I could go for much more, like 100, but I have to hold it a lot longer, hold it over the close and everything. But just for this session, I'll put it at like 50 ticks if it gives a short entry. But yeah, see, what's important right now is to watch what the third code will do. See, because normally only 2 codes will be active, not 3 in a day. But if I'm not mistaken, this thing's going to be active for all 3 today. Here we go. This thing's going to be active for all 3 today. I mean, like, good for a good amount. First one 70, second one 100. This one, I want to see what this one's good for. Is this one good for 100? Good for 50? What's it good for? You know what I mean? That's what I need to know. Because if all 3 codes heat back up, I know that we're heating up, because it's been 2 for a long time. And they even slowed it down at just 1 for a while. Just one of the codes was working. It's all based upon the activity. If it's really active, all 3 codes will be working. Even for 100 ticks. All of them. Even one of them will be worth 200. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Still haven't taken entry here. I think it's going to drop out. Let me take a look at it again. Yeah, the daily looks like it's going to go down. The 10 minutes at the bottom, there's a good chance it's going to go down. But I'll wait for the code to confirm that. But yeah, I can see how oil has picked up from the Iraq news. It started picking up. And then now from this ISIS news about how, we're going to go stop ISIS and stuff. All of a sudden it's starting to pick up. So there is reason to believe that that we could be looking at another big movement on oil again. Oh man, you can't imagine how much money we'll be able to make at this. I mean, this thing can move $10 in a day. $10. Just with one contract, that's 10,000. With 5 contracts, that's 50,000. I think it's even more than that. Do the math on that. 100 and times 10 would be 1,000. 1,000. Yeah. I was right. Still waiting for entry here. Hasn't given an entry. See, the code is going to tell me which way to go. It's going to tell me to either buy or to short. It doesn't matter what I think it's going to do. It doesn't matter what the chart looks like it's going to do. It doesn't matter. All that matters is which way the code says. A lot of times I think it's going to go down or I think it's going to go up, and it does the opposite. The code says the opposite. Happens a lot, actually. Let's see here. So it's going to be important today to watch. Today's Tuesday. Yesterday, Monday, I did 20 ticks, and today's Tuesday. Just waiting to take an entry for another 20 ticks using the code 2 system. But if this one's good for like 50 ticks today, it'll definitely be heating up. If this one goes dead today and doesn't do anything, well, that just means that it's only using 2 of the codes, so so not quite heating up yet. We'll know it's heating up, or I'll know it's heating up, when all 3 codes are producing a sizable tick movement. Because when it was really, really active before, back in 2009, 2010, 2011, all 3 codes worked for a sizable amount. And then they backed it off to 2 codes. One code wouldn't do much, while the other 2 did. That's one of the ways that you can know how much this one's going to go, by looking at the other codes to see what they did. And so, like, let's say you only got one that did something, but the other one didn't, then you know that this one will. Or, even better, let's say that both of them didn't do anything, then you know for sure this one will, you see? That only happens once in a while, but on those occasions it does. And so therefore you can take that entry and go for a larger trade, because you know that this one will produce, because all 3 of them not producing is basically impossible. I've never seen that before. It's not impossible, but I've never seen it before. I mean, if oil went completely dead and just went sideways, then you'd see it. It didn't have any movement. But the more movement that it has, the more the codes will all work, including code 1. Code 1 will be good for 20 ticks again, no problem. It's basically almost is that now, but you know, you might be a little safer and go for 10, 15 ticks on code 1. But code 2 is definitely heating up, which shows the overall market is heating up. This thing wants to take a little while before we can get an entry here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and I'll come back when I am either take the entry or right about to take it. So I'll be back. Okay, it's now really late in the day here, and code 2 has not given an entry to go short or to go long. It also has not moved. It's gone sideways the whole time. So basically, it's just holding true to the pattern that it's been doing. It's just been doing 2 codes. The first code, the euro, worked for 70 ticks. Second code worked for 100 ticks. And this one is good for nothing because it hasn't given an entry. Although technically it still could be good. It just would give an entry at a later time. Although I would, you know, generally speaking, you want to see it move during the session to take an entry. It may continue that move later on, but generally you want to see it give an entry during the session, because it usually always does. Today it just didn't. So you know, I still think it's heating up a bit, but not as much as I would like, that's for sure. But I'm keeping an eye on it, and if it starts heating back up, we're all gonna be. The world may fall apart right in front of our eyes and go into total war, but we might be able to make fortunes trading oil. I mean, that's just the reality of it, you know. It's just being at the right place at the right time, so to speak. So, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get going. Be back tomorrow. 1 trade a day. Keep the bill collectors away. And show you how easy this is to do. Even just 1 trade a day. That's what I missed today. No big deal. Just follow the code. Gives you an entry, take it. Doesn't give you an entry, don't take it. Be back tomorrow.